Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. Myself Dake Tejal Sunil. I am studying in KT Patil College of Pharmacy, Usmanabad. I am a student of B.Pharm third year. We will see about the cardiovascular system. First definition: the cardiovascular system is sometimes called the blood vascular or simply the circulatory system. It also consists of the heart, which is a muscular pumping device, and a closed system of vessels called arteries, veins, and capillaries. Functions of the cardiovascular system: circulates oxygen and removes carbon dioxide, protects cells with nutrients, and protect the body against diseases and infections. Next, we will see drug used in the therapy of shock. What is shock? Shock is medically defined as a condition where the tissues in the body don't receive enough oxygen and nutrients to allow the cells to the function. Next, shock is the state of insufficient blood flow to the tissues of the body as a result of problems with the circulatory system. Shock originates due to inadequate oxygen delivery to body organ. Shock can occur with a normal blood pressure. Next, hypotension can occur without shock. We will see about the initial symptoms of the shock. There are the many symptoms of the shocks may be includes. First one is weakness, second fast heart rate, third fast breathing, fourth sweating, fifth anxiety, sixth increased thirst. These are the initial symptoms of the shock. Next point is classification of the shock. We will discuss about the one by one classification of the shock. There are the four types of the classification. First one is hypovolemic shock, second one is septic shock, third one is cardiotonic shock, and fourth one is other types of the shock. These are the classification of the shock. See one by one. First we will see hypovolemic shock. It is the most common form of shock. It occurs due to blood loss, hemorrhagic disease are caused by bleeding, a condition which is the liquid portion of the blood plasma is to flow. Electrolyte imbalance, non-hemorrhagic, occurring due to vomiting, diarrhea, or dehydration. Then next see causes of the hypovolemic shock. There are the many causes of hypovolemic shock. Altered conscious state, pale or bluish, cool, moist skin, rapid breathing, excessive thirst, nausea and vomiting, rapid and weak pulse, restlessness or irritability, hemorrhagic, acute blood loss, burns, and excessive vomiting and diarrhea. These are the causes of the hypovolemic shock. This can lead to shock, a life-threatening condition in which the organs aren't getting enough blood or oxygen. Second classification type is the septic shock. Septic shock is a life-threatening condition caused by a severe localized or system-wide infections that requires immediate medical attention. In the septic shock originates due to infections with bacteria, gram-positive, gram-negative, fungi, virus or protozoa. Septic shock, namely infections throughout the body, a widespread infection causing organ failure and dangerously low blood pressure. In the septic shock, sepsis occurs when chemicals released into the bloodstream to fight on an infections trigger inflammatory responses throughout the body. In the inflammatory responses throughout the body can damage vital organs. Next, see causes of the septic shocks. As mentioned, any of bacteria in the bloodstream causes septic shock, and this can occur from many infections. For example, the puppy died from septic shock caused by a urinary infections. Next point, clots, leaky vessels, bacteria infections. Next one, Simon has a chest infections. These are the causes of the septic shock. Third classification, name of the cardiotonic shock. In the cardiotonic shock, cardiotonic is defined as having favorable or tonic effect towards the heart action. Second point, cardiotonic shock mainly arises due to primary failure of the heart to maintain an adequate output, as may be seen acute myocardial infarction. In the cardiotonic shock, a state of inadequate cardiac output despite of adequate intravascular volume resulting in a hypoxia. Then next point is cardiotonic drug that increases the force of contractions. Next point, having tonic effect on heart. Last classification is the other types of shock. In the other types of the shock includes traumatic, neurogenic and hypoadrenal. During initial stages of shock, tissue oxygen delivery can be improved by body compensatory mechanisms. These includes first adrenergic discharges, hyperventilation through artificial oxygenation, third activation of renin angiotensin system, reabsorption of fluid from interstitial tissue, renal conservation of body water and electrolyte. All symptoms and signs of shock are mainly due to a decrease in circulatory system, circulatory circulating blood volume and peripheral compensatory mechanisms. Next, I will explain to you clinical features of the shock. In the clinical features of the shock, first one is hypotension, systolic BP less than 100 mmHg. Second point, tachycardia. Third, rapid shallow respiration. Fourth, drowsiness and confusions. Fifth, elevated or reduced central nervous pressure. Oliguria, urine output less than 30 ml in hour. Cold clammy skin. Multiple organ failure, hypoxia causes degeneration and necrosis in virus organ like brain, heart, lungs, kidney, adrenal and GIT, etc. These are the clinical features of the shock. We will discuss about the stages of the shock. In the stages of shock, shock depends on the degree of loss of volume and on duration of the shock. Depending upon the deterioration of circulation, following are the stages of shock. There are these three stages of the shock includes. First one is initial non-progressive shock, second one is progressive shock, and third one is reversible shock. We will see by one. First one is initial non-progressive shock. In the non-progressive shock, non-progressive or compensated shock, negative feedback mechanism responsible for non-progression of shock includes elect powerful sympathetic stimulation of the circulation, baroreceptor reflexes. Next point, release of catecholamine. Third point, activation of renin angiotensin aldosterone system. Fourth point, ADH releases. In the result, in tachycardia, peripheral vasoconstriction, cool skin, renal fluid conservations. Second stage is progressive stage of shock. In the progressive stage of shock caused by a viscous circle of cardiovascular deterioration. Next point, positive feedback mechanism evoked by uncorrect shock results in the viscous progression. Third point, requires prompt and aggressive intervention else the shock enters the irreversible stage where death is imminent. Next point is widespread tissue hypoxia result in aerobic glycolysis, lactate acidosis. Fifth point, Vasodilation with blood pooling is microcirculation, declined cardiac output, oliguria, widespread tissue hypoxia. These are the causes of the progressive stage of shock. Third stage is irreversible stage. Irreversible shock can be defined as a last phase of shock where, despite correcting the initial insult. Next point, irreversible stage characterized by drug resistance hypotension. An irreversible shock is the terminal phase of shock, and once the patient progresses into this phase, it is the point of no return because there is a rapid deterioration of cardiovascular system and the patient compensatory mechanism have failed. Next one, widespread cell injury leading to further decreased myocardial contractility, anuria with tubular necrosis. Ischemic bowel may lead to leakage of bacterial flora, fluid in lungs, ARDS, administration of drug or results. Last point of this topic, therapy of shock. There are the three types of the therapy of shock. In all types of shocks, there is deficient capillary perfusion or an insufficient amount of blood flowing through the capillaries. First one is hypovolemic shock. The treatment for the underlying cause of hypovolemic shock can be difficult. Next point, however, the initial goal treatment is always levels before complication develops. The doctors usually replace lost blood volume with intravenous fluid called crystalloids. These are liquids with a thin consistency such as saline solution. The doctor may cause thicker solution called colloids. If a high volume of blood was lost, the doctor may provide transfusion of plasma, the fluid component of blood, or red blood cells. Second one is septic shock. In the septic shock, intravenous antibiotics to fight infections. Second point, vasopressors medication, which are drugs that constrict blood vessels and helps increase blood pressure. Third point, large amounts or intravenous fluids will be administered to treat dehydration and help increase blood pressure and blood flow to the organ. Fourth point, a respiratory for breathing may also be necessary. Fifth point, insulin for blood sugar stability. These are the therapy of the septic shock. Third one is cardiogenic shock. In the cardiogenic shock, the goal of cardiogenic shock treatment is to quickly restore blood pressure and heart function. Next point, treatment depending on the types of cardiogenic shock. Treatment involves infusion of bloods or in shock refractory to fluid inotropic medications. Next point, this often requires a series of emergency treatment that are given in an ambulance. Cardiogenic shock may be treated with intravenous dobutamine, which acts on beta receptors of the heart, leading to increased contractility and heart rate. These are the therapy of cardiogenic shock. Thank you for watching this video.